good, everybody? It is your boy Super Saiyan Cat back with another Xenoverse 2 top video for you guys today. We are here to showcase probably the most wanted top video of all of them, and that is the top key ultimates after DLC 9, the major update that literally changed the game of Xenoverse 2. So many skills and just gameplay mechanics were changed with that free update, and today we are here to finally showcase the top 8 key ultimates after that update. And honestly, guys, this list has changed drastically compared to the others. The other list, there would still be a couple of skills and things like that you would see similar from past lists that I've done in like during DLC 7 time when that update came and things like that. But this list right here has so many different skills on it from before that I feel like it's the one that has changed the most out of all the top videos that I've done up until this point after DLC 9. So before we do jump straight into that, guys, there is one thing that I want to kind of announce for the channel / mention, and that is the simple fact that I'm going to set a sub goal for myself for the end of this year. And I'm going to need y'all's help to be able to reach this goal. So be sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new, turn on the bell so you know when your boy is uploading, because not only am I going for that goal, but to try and make that goal happen, I'm going to try and have a daily upload, not miss one day from here till the end of the year, as well as having double daily uploads for you guys at least half of the days during the week. So I'm going to be on the absolute grind during this time period, trying to reach that 175K mark of subscribers by the end of 2019. And again, I'm gonna need you guys' help and support, so be sure to smash that like button, tell your homies about your boy, subscribe again if you are new. If you have that subscribe button unclicked, what are you doing anyway? You need to hit it, just saying. Have the bell on, all types of good things like that. Share your boys' videos, anything that you guys do to help me, I truly appreciate from the bottom of my heart. It means so much to you guys. I would not be here if it was not for you guys. So again, man, thank you guys so much for that, for all that you have done, and for all that I know you guys will do, because the Cab Squad, we just go so strong. So again, thank you guys for that, and we're gonna reach this goal of 175K by the end of the year. Like I said, the grind is about to get real, just saying. But that's enough talking from your boy. Let's jump into this top 8 key ultimate video on Xenoverse 2 after the DLC 9 update.
Maybach music.
Alright, y'all, getting this list started. Coming in at the number 8 skill, or number 8 key ultimate on this list, we have a move that's never made it before, and that is Soul Punisher. Guys, Soul Punisher got a very nice buff to it. As you see, 15,336 damage in base form. And again, I'm a male Saiyan. Imagine if I was a Frieza race or a female Saiyan or anything like that, I would be doing that much more damage. Now, when you go into Blue Evolution with this move, you're almost getting 20k damage as well when you use it, as you guys see right here. Now, 19,809 damage. That is a major damage buff done to this move right here, guys. It used to not do the most damage for 5 bars. Like, it always did good damage, but it did not do nearly the damage that it is doing now after the DLC 9 update. And that's why we have it coming in at number 8, because the damage was buffed to the point where this skill is very good now. And of course, it's very easy to land as well. For example, if you have Sledgehammer on, which a lot of people do, just for stamina break combos in general, you could just do something this easy right here, guys. Like, I mean, check this out. This is Sledgehammer literally leads into so many moves in this game. It is literally insane. That's 24,772 damage just from a simple stamina break Sledgehammer into the Soul Punisher. Trunks is almost dead from that right there, and he had full health. So this move, guys, pretty much if you break your opponent's stamina and go into this move, they are going to be dead, because there is nobody that is going to have full health by the time their stamina actually gets broken. So Soul Punisher, without a doubt, has become a very good all-around skill. Very easy to land. You can land it off the back hit way, all things like that. The move is not hard to land at all, does good damage. So that is why, without doubt, we have it coming in as the number 8 skill on the key ultimate list after the DLC 9 update for Xenoverse 2. But that is everything that I want to showcase for this skill right here. Let's move on to number 7.
Maybach music.
Alright, y'all, moving on to the number 7 skill on this list. We have one, again, that has never made this list before, and that is Gigantic Burst. Guys, when Gigantic Burst first came out, people just thought of it as a very cool move that didn't do the most damage in the world, not the damage that they thought they would at least be getting from it. Now, after the DLC 9 update, it did get a damage buff. As you guys see, it's doing 13,410 damage in base form, and then when you go Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, you're going to get somewhere around a total of, as you guys see here, 17,321. Now, yes, it's not as much damage as Soul Punisher was doing without question, but there is something about Gigantic Burst that is different from Soul Punisher, and that is the simple ease of use that comes with this move. This move is one of the easier moves to land in the game, just because, one, it acts like a regular ki blast, like a Kamehameha, things like that, but it also has that initial hit that just sends them into a stagger. If this part of the move lands, that initial lightning strike lands, you will be hit by this move, and it is so easy to honestly land that even without a stamina break. Now, I do not advise you guys to use this in an unvanishable way unless you are going up against the computer, and that is the reason why we have it really coming in at number 7 above Soul Punisher. Like, this move without question is not doing as much damage or anything like that, but it is far easier to use. And then when it comes to the offline play as well, it is a great skill because you could just constantly hit your CPUs with unvanishables after unvanishable after unvanishable and just do insane damage with the move at the same time. So not only is this skill good for PvP now, but it's also very good for PvE, and it always has been. But now that it's doing even more damage, it has become that much better of an all-around skill without question. I'm very glad, honestly, that it did get the buff because I love this skill. I love the animation. I feel it's very, very dope. I was so hyped when I actually seen it in the anime and things like that. So again, that is why we honestly have Gigantic Destruction coming in at number 6. Got a major buff to, number 7 is because it got a major buff to the damage, and it always has been one of the easiest skills to land in this game without question. But that's everything for Gigantic Burst, guys. Let's move on now to the number 6 skill on this list.
Maybach music.
Alright, y'all, moving on to the number 6 skill on this list. This is the only one that we're actually going to have like a bit of a tie for. It was hard for me to choose between these two, which would actually be higher, and it was kind of like that on the Ultimate Kamehameha list. I did end up putting times 100 on that list a bit higher, but when it comes to all the ultimates in the game, they are really kind of tied, in my opinion, between Final Kamehameha and times 100. Now, Final Kamehameha is not going to do more damage than times 100. As you guys see, 14,688 is what you're going to get from Final, and when you use times 100, even without being locked off, you're going to get 15,333. If you are locked off, as you see, my max combo damage right now is 17,949. That is actually what you're going to get. So of course, Big Bang is doing more damage than Final Kamehameha without question. When it comes to ease of use, Final Kamehameha is by far the easier move to use between these two. For example, if you want to get up close to your opponent with the times 100 Big Bang Kamehameha, you got to be right there. If you want to use it without the lock-on scenario, you have to be right up there, up close to them, and things like that. Final Kamehameha, you really don't, like, you could use this move in any way post stamina break, knock away, knock down, like, it really does not matter. You can use Final Kamehameha in literally every single way possible. That is not the case for times 100 Big Bang, and that is the main reason that I have these two coming in as a tie on this list right here at number 6. It was very, very hard to choose between the two of them as to which one I really thought was better. So at the end of the day, I just decided to say that they are a tie when it comes to this list. Yes, before on the Kamehameha vid, I did put times 100 a bit of ahead, but that's because of the damage, and the more and more I contemplate it, like I said, it's just very hard for me because these skills are very similar in damage. Times 100 does a bit more, but at the same time, Final Kamehameha is much easier to use as well. So that is why we have them coming in at number 6 on this list. Great damage. One is very easy to use, the other is fairly easy to use still. Not the hardest skill in the world, but there are certain requirements that you have to set up if you want to use it without the lock on or things like that. So again, that is why we have these skills coming in at number 6. But let's keep this thing going, guys, and get on to the number 5 skill on this list.
Maybach music.
Alright, y'all, moving on to the number 5 skill on this list. We have another Kamehameha ult, and the Kamehameha ult that I believe is the best one in the game, and that is one-handed Kamehameha Mark II, guys. This is without question the best one, Kamehameha skill in my opinion in Xenoverse 2 as of right now. Does the most damage out of all of the skills, and is probably one of the easier to use as well. It's just as easy to use as Final Kamehameha, but it's doing as much damage as times 100 Big Bang with the lock off feature. This move is doing 17,903 damage. That's more damage than you'd get from the times 100 being locked off from your opponent by like 120 damage or something like that. So it has the damage of times 100 Big Bang, but the ease of use of Final Kamehameha at the same time. So that is without question why I feel this is the best Kamehameha key ultimate in Xenoverse 2 as of right now after the DLC 9 update. For sure, in my opinion, I don't think there is one better, and that is also why we have it coming in at number 5. You're going to get insane damage from the move at the same time of it being very, very easy to use. And another thing, guys, if you do not have the 6 key bars to actually get to that max damage output, and you only have like 4 or 5 at the time you want to use this move, you're still going to get good damage from it. As you guys see right here, without the extra input, 12,455 damage. So it's not bad damage at all for 4 bars of key right there. So even if you don't have that 6 bars at all times, the move is still very viable and still very good even without that. Now, it doesn't become the greatness, the top 5 move that it would be without that second input, but again, it is still viable and still usable if you do not reach that 6 bars of key when you actually stamina break your opponent. So for those reasons, again, that is why we have one-handed Kamehameha Mark II coming in at the number 5 key ultimate on this list of Xenoverse 2 ults after DLC 9. But let's keep this thing going, guys, and get into the top 4.
Playback music.
Alright, y'all, moving on to the number 4 skill on this list of top key ultimates in Xenoverse 2 after the DLC 9 update. We have a skill that has been very good for a very, very long time. Like, literally since the game has come out, for the most part, this skill has been good. Has always creeped around the top list, if not being in there. And that move is Final Shine Attack, guys. Final Shine Attack, as you guys are going to see right here, you're going to get some very, very good damage from the move overall with 9 bars of key, or 9.5 bars, because that's really drains before maxing out. You're going to get 21,676 damage from this skill right here. When you are in blue, that is without question enough to be able to kill your opponent. As you guys will see, now using a Final Shine in Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, check out the damage we are now getting. We literally killed Trunks, probably would have got somewhere around 26, maybe 27k total damage from that move right there. And that is without question more than enough to kill any opponent that you stamina break. If you kill somebody and they still have over 26,000 health, something is wrong, just saying. But again, this move literally, like I said, does very, very high damage, is fairly easy to use. You can literally use it after a knockdown into, stamina break through a sledgehammer or knockdown. Either or will work for you all day, every day, as you guys will see right here. First, we'll just do the knockdown, and then immediately after go into the Final Shine. And as you guys see, the combo did extend. Trunks wasn't able to get up, all things like that, and then we're able to kill him right there with a fairly ease of difficulty. So again, this move has become very, not that it has become, it didn't get any buff or anything like that, but it has just been very, very good for a very long time in Xenoverse 2. The last update with DLC 7, where all those updates came to skills, this skill was majorly buffed in that one, and ever since, it has been without a doubt a top 5 key ultimate on this game. But for those reasons, like I said, Final Shine Attack is definitely one of the better key ultimates in this game. I do feel it is the number 4 overall on Xenoverse 2. But that's enough for this skill right here, guys. Let's keep this thing going and get on to the top 3. Yes, the top 3 key ultimates on Xenoverse 2 after that DLC 9 update.
Playback music.
Alright, so I'm moving on to the number 3 skill on this list. We have a skill that is very, very similar to Final Shine Attack, but at the same time a little bit better than Final Shine as well. And that skill is Emperor's Death Beam, guys. Emperor's Death Beam does do more damage than Final Shine does, literally by like a couple hundred. Final Shine did like 21,500 damage in base form. Emperor's Death Beam is doing 21,972. So not only does it have that damage advantage by a tiny bit, it is very tiny, but it also has the ease of use advantage as well. Emperor's Death Beam is literally a move that you can use in an unvanishable manner. Do I advise you guys use it in that unvanishable manner? Absolutely not. Hell to the no. Please do not do that when it comes to the PvP gameplay and matches and things like that. But when it comes to PvE, go ahead and, unvanishable the computer all day, every day. You're trying to get through this quest fairly fast. And as you guys saw right there, you can literally, like I said, use it in an unvanishable fashion. You can knock away your opponent, go into it. You can hit them with a knockdown and go into it. Like, Emperor's Death Beam is so fast and so easy to use. It's absolutely insane. And not only that, but it also does a crazy amount of damage at the same time. So again, to me, this skill is definitely the number 3 skill on this list. It does a lot of damage. It's very, very easy to use. Very good not only for PvP, but also for PvE. So for all those reasons I mentioned, to me, again, Emperor's Death Beam is without doubt the number 3 key ultimate on this list. But we're finally coming down to the top 2. The 2 very best key ultimates in Xenoverse 2 after the DLC 9 update. So let's jump straight into number 2.
Maybach music.
Alright, y'all, moving on to the skill that I have coming in at number 2 on this list. It's a skill that we honestly just did a video about recently, and that is Final Explosion, guys. Like I said, without question, a top key ultimate in Xenoverse 2. Just really didn't know where the move would go exactly. But this move is absolutely insane. The damage you're going to get from it is literally on another level, as we showcased in that one video. Look right here, as you guys see, I was able to kill Trunks before even finishing the move, and I didn't even use all 10 bars of stamina because Trunks was already dead. You're literally going to get around 30k damage in base form with this move right here if you have the full amount of stamina. But now, a lot of people may say you're not always going to have all that stamina in the world, things like that during the actual PvP match, which is true. So let's do it with about 5 bars of stamina. With about 5 bars of stamina, which you should consistently, easily be able to manage in most online matches, as you guys see right here. 5 bars of stamina, not even a full 5 bars. 4 and 80% of a bar, we got 19,781 damage. So basically, with 5 bars, you're getting around 20 to 21,000 damage, which is what Final Shine and Emperor's Death Beam was doing with a max 10 bars of ki. 5 bars of stamina right here leads to that same exact damage. So without question, it is better than those 2 moves in my opinion. The damage is on another level, and it is very easy to land. Is it as easy to land as Emperor's Death Beam? No, not at all. But if you do stamina break your opponent, like I explained in that recent video going over this move, all you got to do is go into a simple knockdown or a sledgehammer, one of the 2, and you will be able to land this skill up against your opponent, as you guys see right here. Boom, straight into the knockdown. And if I'm close to my opponent like that, I don't have to use stamina to get down to the ground with them. If I'm far from them, you want to use your stamina, use 1 bar to get to the ground with them, so you could be able to punish them. Now, the combo did not extend right there though from the knockdown to the actual final explosion. That's because Trunks was able to get up a little bit really quickly, but he wasn't able to move at all, as I showed you guys in that, again, final explosion video showcasing online and things like that. Your opponent will stand up in time to actually move, but at the same time, they're literally standing up right when you activate the final explosion. So they have 0 chance of getting away from that blast radius. Even if they hit 1 snap banish, they're not going to be able to get completely away again from that blast radius of final explosion. So to me, without question, this move is the number 2 skill, or number 2, key ultimate on Xenoverse 2 after the DLC 9 update, because not only is it good for PvP, but it's also very, very good for PvE at the same time. So that is why we have it coming in at number 2, guys. But let's finally move on to that number 1 skill on this list, the best key ultimate in my opinion after the DLC 9 update on Xenoverse 2.
Maybach music.
Alright, y'all. Here we go. This one right here may come as a little shocker when you think about it compared to the other moves that we were just talking about within this video, especially when it comes to the damage. But at the same time, we have a skill that in my opinion is very, very slept on to this day, no matter how much I've talked about it, and that is Raccoon Ultra Fighting Bomber, guys. This is the only skill on this list that takes 3 bars of ki. Every other skill on this list took at least 5 bars. Take that into consideration really quick as well. The only one that takes 3 bars is right here, Ultra Fighting Bomber, and you're still gonna get a total of, hold on, I forgot I had Trunks blocking. We just kind of ruined the whole hypeness around that. I know, my bad. But you're still gonna get a total of, as you guys see right here, 14,373 damage. Now, when you put that in like the number comparisons as far as like ki compared to damage and things like that, for example, a move that takes 6 bars like one-handed Kamehameha, that move takes 6 bars of ki is doing 20k damage. Or not even 20k, it's doing 18k damage. This move takes 3 bars of ki is doing 14.4. If it did 6 and it took 6 and it doubled the ki, doubled the damage, you're getting 29,000 damage pretty much. Absolutely insane. So the damage output that you're getting for the amount of ki needed for this move is absolutely insane. And that is why we have it coming in at number 1, because this is a skill that does not have to meet those requirements like the other skills that we've showcased for the most part. Like, again, most of them either you need 5 bars of ki just to be able to launch the move. Some you need a 10 bar thing to get the max damage out of it, like Final Shine, Emperor's Death Beam. Some like Final Explosion, you need stamina to get the max damage from that. So again, for all those reasons, Raccoon Ultra Fighting Bomber is probably the easiest to be able to meet the requirements to use on this list without question, and it's still doing enough damage to where you should be able to kill your opponent without question at the same time. For example, let's transform Super Saiyan Blue really quick and hit him with a quick combo, and you guys will be able to see what I'm talking about exactly with this move right here. And we're not even going to use a quick combo. We're just going to go, did I put him to guard? No, I did not put him to guard. We're just going to use a sledgehammer straight down into the Raccoon Ultra Fighting Bomber. Go down. Oh, I hit the wrong move. Hold on, let's hit a restart. But sledgehammer into the Ultra Fighting Bomber, you guys are going to see the absolute insane damage that comes from this right here. Boom, sledgehammer. And then immediately afterwards, activate the Raccoon Ultra Fighting Bomber. And as you guys see, 23,530 damage. And he still has so much time on his stamina to actually recover to where I can punish even more. This move is literally guaranteed death against your opponent when you do stamina break them, because again, by the time you do stamina break an opponent, their health should not be at 3 bars or 2 bars, 2.5 bars, anything like that. You're gonna do some damage in that process unless they are just absolutely dumb and like waste their stamina constantly, consistently, barely taking any damage and having no kind of like, you know, game plan in their head or anything. I don't know. But for those reasons, like I said, Raccoon Ultra Fighting Bomber, 3 bars of ki, 14.5k damage in base form pretty much. Very, very easy to use. Like I said, just a knockdown or a sledgehammer after a stamina break. Get up on your opponent really quickly and use this move. You do have to be close to them, so if you do a knockdown, you want to use your stamina to get to the ground next to them if you are not right next to them off of it. For example, like the Saiyan's knockdown, sometimes they're close to the ground, sometimes they're not. Right there, if he was stamina broken, I would have used my stamina to get right next to him and then went straight into Ultra Fighting Bomber, and it still would have worked all day, every day. So again, man, to me, for those reasons, this move is the #1 ki ultimate in the game. Meteor Burst used to be #1, but it got such a major nerf to it. It went from doing like 12.5 to 13k damage on this character right here to now it's only doing like 8.5 or 9k, which really is not that good and not comparable to the other skills that are on this list. But Raccoon Ultra Fighting Bomber is still doing damage up there with all those other 5 to 10 bar ki skills in this list and in this game, but it's only a 3 bar ki move. So again, that is why we have it coming in at #1. But let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think, not only about my list, but also what is your list of top ki ultimates looking like? You could do a top 5, top 7, top 8, 9, 10. Really does not matter. What is your list looking like? Be sure to share that down below in the comments, because I always love seeing those. That's another reason that I really love and enjoy doing these type of videos, not only to help you guys out with you know, some skills that you may not know about, or just skills that you didn't know were this good after the update, but also to see what you guys think, to see you guys' opinion. I really enjoy seeing you guys' opinion, because at the end of the day, that's what this really is. Yes, the things I'm saying about these skills as far as the damage, how to use them, how easy they are to use and all that is fact, but at the same time, there is an opinion side to lists like this. So again, leave your list down below in the comments. But as always, man, thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, hope you have a good day. Peace, y'all.